What is up, people of the world? I'm starting a podcast, okay? And in this podcast, pretty much I'm going to be letting my brain take over and just do whatever, talk whatever I want to talk about. Talk about whatever I want to talk about. Sorry, if you couldn't tell, I've already taken a little I can't say that. My mom got me a bug juice. I'm lit as fuck from that. Oh my god, bug juice? Are you kidding? If you hear any background noises, I live in a house with other people, and also I'm set up right next to the water heater. So if that turns on, that turns on. If my space heater turns on, it turns on. It is what it is, dog. So anyway, I kind of wanted to start episodes a certain way, but I didn't want to start this one this way because I feel like my S's are gonna sound crazy. I feel like I'm about to sound so like Herbert the pervert over here. Hi, Chris. Hey, Chris. Okay, what was I saying? Oh Lord, what was I saying? Oh, this is so bad. If my phone buzzes, I'm sorry. Deal with it. I have people texting me. I can't help that, okay? I don't know why they're texting me, but they. Okay, back to the podcast. Oh, yes, like I was saying. Okay, so I wanted to start the episodes a certain way. I wanted to start with, I want them to start with me, shittily humming the song and then, announcing the song. The song that's, stuck in my head at that moment. Like, I have a song stuck in my head right now. That's the Hellfire Club by Thornhill. I'm pretty sure. Let me make sure. Yes, it is. Like, you hear that motherfucker? How did, loud as fuck. But anyway, yeah, I want to do that. I want to start every episode by me, just crappily humming the song and then naming the song and then naming the artist. Because sometimes I just have music stuck in my head and I just be, vibing with it, you know? Another thing I wanted to do in this podcast, or this episode at least, is just establish, kind of who I am as a person, and also just what type of content you can expect from this podcast. So I think I'll just go over who I am first. Just tell you a little bit about myself right now. My name is Kaylee. I am 23 years of age. I turned 24 in April. Yeah! I'm just watching the mic peak. That's why I keep looking this way. But yeah, 23. Gotta be 24 this year. I'm stoked to say I live with my parents, or I live with my mom, not my dad. My dad lives in the state that I grew up in, Alabama. I don't live there no more. I don't live there no more. We don't live there no more. We left there. we left there. I left there in like 2020. Can I speak? Can I like I'm trying to like speed through words when I don't need to speed through them. I'm pretty sure I moved up here in 2020. Up north in Ohio. I went from one state that gets made fun of to another state that gets made fun of. Ain't that crazy? Crazy? Ain't that crazy? Ain't that crazy? It sounds so broken. But yeah, anyway, Dad lives down there. I live up here with my mother. And she's amazing. I live with my stepdad as well. We have a dog. So if you hear barking, I mean, I can't control him, okay? He's like, we love him. And he's amazing. He's so sweet. Something ain't there though, you know? Like, Buddy's got a screw loose or something. Let's see. What more is there about me? I mean, I'll tell you about some of my hobbies. I collect Legos. I have a collection. Can we stop texting me? You know? Like, no matter where I put my phone, like, it's on silent. Why is the buzz so loud? Also, another thing I want to bitch about with Apple. Dude, what happened to getting a wire, a box, a pair of headphones, a packet, and a sticker when you got a new iPhone? I got the new iPhone 17, right? I got this because I had an 11. Brother, it was running slow, okay? It was running so slow, dude, okay? And so I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna be a big girl. I'm gonna go get my own plan. I'm gonna go get my own phone. And I did it. And you know what came in that box? A wire. A wire in the phone. A charging wire with no block. What? And then I had to pay $50 for it. Well, I didn't have to, but it was smart too. It wasn't smart too because the freaking thing already broke, but a $50 screen protector. And when that shit cracked, you know damn well I hopped on Amazon, bought a 2-pad for like $22. This shit ain't cracked yet. It ain't cracked yet, brother. Anyway, I'm sorry if like the audio is really bad. I'm just using this mic. I'm going with the flow with it right now. Maybe eventually I'll get a better mic if it peaks out. I'm sorry, I'm loud, but I'm also trying to be quiet, but also, you know? Anyway, yeah, I collect Legos. I collect Legos. How did I get to that from Legos? How did I get to Apple from Legos? Anyway, I collect Legos. I have multiple sets up above my TV. It's full. I have like 2 shelves there. It's full. And I also have Legos, you know, just over there and in front of my TV. But I have a lot of other stuff. I mean, as you can tell, I'm a music enthusiast. Well, unless you're only listening to the audio, then you can't tell. But if you're looking at a visual, you can tell. But I have a Billy Idol poster and a Gorillaz poster. And I also have like some artistic ones. Actually, that's better. Back that way. There's some artistic ones back there. I love art. Art is so Dude, I will do a whole episode of me talking about my favorite art pieces and why they are my favorite art pieces. And art in general as well. Art in general could be a whole episode, you know? I don't know why I'm talking like I'm trying to talk quiet like I need to, but I don't need to. But I'm trying to talk quiet because I don't want to peak the mic. I'm much like I usually talk like this, but I don't want to peak the mic constantly because I'll just get louder and louder. So I'm trying to talk kind of quiet. But I'm a music enthusiast, so I collect vinyls as well. I have a lot of vinyls. Too many. Half of them, I don't know what they are. Maybe I know one song off of them, or maybe I only know the band, or maybe I don't know it at all. At all. I don't know what happened. Okay, if you couldn't tell, I have a touch of autism. Like genuinely, I'm not just saying that. I genuinely do. I actually have sensory issues. I get overstimulated by lights and sounds. Unexpected ones. That's why I can be loud and it's okay. But like unexpected ones freak me out. Unexpected flashing lights will freak me out as well. Not like cop cars or stuff like that, but like, I don't know how to describe it. It's in certain situations, like not concerts either, because I know there's going to be flashing lights at concerts and stuff like that. I don't know. It's hard to describe. I don't know. I have a leopard gecko over there, and I thought he was moving around because I heard it over there. You know, sometimes I think this house is haunted. Because I be hearing shit. I don't know if I'm crazy. Well, anyway, more about me. Like I said, I love music. I'm a very, very, very big music enthusiast. I'd like to think at least. Like I not necessarily in like a physical possession way, but see my fucking space heater turned on. Not in like a physical possession way, but in more of a emotional way. I feel like I get attached to music emotionally, as people should. I feel like that's the type of feelings you should have towards music, because I mean, songwriters are typically expressing their emotions, and in turn you feel those emotions. There are definitely some artists out there that are just writing for shits and giggles, you know? But we don't count those ones, you know? And so with saying that, like I have a board over here, a cork board on my wall, and it's like full of like memories and stuff, like things that I can like visually put up there to like remind me of an event that happened in my life. Like I have, geez, hold on, let me clear my throat real quick. I'm sorry. But like I have some playbills up there for some musicals I went to with my best friend, Sydney. I'm gonna mention her name. I'm gonna tell her I'm gonna mention her name in these podcasts. No one's gonna know what she looks like, but I'm probably gonna reference her at some point. So if I ever reference to Sydney, that's my best friend. That's my bestie. That's my bestie. That's Sister Sydney. But yeah. And then I also have like things from like one of my jobs, like when we get recognized for like doing something good, I have like all those notes up there. I have airplane tickets, wristbands from concerts. I went to the Louder Than Life Festival, the 2025 one, to see Sleep Token. I'm definitely gonna have to make an episode about Sleep Token. But I went to see them, and then I have so many wristbands. I have one from going to a water park. I keep little things that like help me remember a moment in time. I'm a very sentimental person. Yeah, I have a leopard gecko. It's not mine. That sounds so wrong. But it is my friend's. It's one of my old work friends. She went off to college. She can't have that in a dorm room, so I was like, hey, I'll take it. And he's alive, man. He's vibing over there. I just fed him earlier. He ate them up, man. He was grubbing, brother. I'm gonna have a sip of my bug juice real quick, and then a sip of some of my water as well. I know another thing I need to talk about. I also, Jesus, I feel like I can't talk at all. I threw a hamper across my room, my bad. Can we chill out? So I'm also a pretty artistic person, I'd like to think, or say. Like literally I have a table right here next to me, next to my desk, that's covered in paint, like bottles of paint and like paint supplies and pens and markers and art projects that are like half finished or finished, and then also just a stack of beanies, because that's just how I am. That's just where they need to be for me. They just need to be on that table. Okay, let me try to think of anything else I can say about myself. I don't know. Oh, I'm biracial. I have a white mom and a black father. And I'm from Alabama, baby! Bango! Bango! Hold on. I got this, hold on. We're from Alabama. Hit him with the double wombo combo. Double wombo. What the? This app is like making me go crazy. Can you load? What is that? Oh. Hold on. Uno momento. We from Alabama. I'm sorry. I just realized that it spiked the fuck out of the mic. You might not have even heard it. It's hilarious. Just put it so close to the mic, just like beep, 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 beep. Oh my lord. Okay. But yeah, I'm biracial. I'm from Alabama. And me being biracial, obviously, yes, I like Logic. I love that man. I am a Logic stan. I saw him in concert. He was sick. He was. I'm genuine. I'm being serious. He was genuinely sick. I loved that concert. Concert was fun. That concert was sick, dude. Oh my god. Like, bro, when he came out, oh my gosh, I lost my mind, because that was like my first like big girl concert. That was like me with my own money buying tickets to see whoever the fuck I wanted to see. And I wanted to see Logic and Wiz Khalifa. I did not stay to see Wiz Khalifa. No offense to Wiz Khalifa. I just, My friend that drove me, we left early because she drove me. She didn't even like really know logic, really like fuck with logic like that. So she was just my ride. So we like stayed for logic. But bro, God, I love that man. And I was like rapping along with all of his stuff, and there was a guy in front of me, and he turned around and he looked at me all wide-eyed, and he was like, okay. I was like, okay, get it, okay. And I was like busting out the bars. I was like, gotta look at me automatic and I gotta, oh. Like, you know, I was just like busting out the bars, bro. I was just busting it down bisexual style. Not bisexual, I meant to say biracial style. It's fine. That's a good segue. I'm bisexual. If you also couldn't tell. I like men and women. You know, I'm just like hitting all the categories, you know. Being biracial, being from Alabama, being gay, being mentally ill. Do I need being a woman? Bar. Hold on. If I get interrupted by an ad on this, I'm gonna laugh my ass off. Oh, there's an ad. Okay, you guys ready? Okay. Being biracial. Oh, my phone's on silent. Being biracial. Being part of the LGBTQIA plus community. What else did I say? I don't even remember what I said about myself. Being from Alabama. Dog, I really don't remember what I said. We're gonna drop that bit. Because I genuinely don't remember what I said. I know I said being a woman, but I wanted to do that last, and I know I said other things, and so I just forgot it. So we're just dropping the bit. No more bit. We're dropping it. Bug juice. Yo, my mom came home earlier and she was like, I got you some bug juice. And I said, what? And I went over to the fridge and I opened it and I said, what flavor? She said, blue. I said, oh. I really did. Cause, oh. Jeez, I said I wanted an hour and I'm at 23 minutes. Let's see, what else can I talk about? I said I wanted to talk about myself and my hobbies. What are my hobbies? Building Legos and art. I also like video games. Video games are chill. I don't play as many video games as I used to. I don't know, I just feel like I've just gone away from that. And I also feel like it's me kind of just, I also have okay, there's many reasons. One, I have an old system. I have just the regular old, good old Xbox One, baby. Just the generic one, you know? No 1X, no 1X, no 1XS, you know? None of that. None of that. And so, it's just slow. It's very slow. And sometimes I have to like sit with it and like try to turn it on. It don't work, like dude. Sometimes it don't turn on. And I'm just like, well dang, now it's dead. And then I sit there with it for like 5 minutes and then it turns on and I'm like, well. So, there's that. I have a slow system. And also, I feel like I'm kind of just waiting on GTA 6 to come out. because mainly what I played anyway when I was like actively playing games was GTA 5. Just because it was a fun game. I made a lot of friends on the game. The missions are fun. The customizable characters, the story on GTA. Oh, I could make an episode talking about the story, how much the story mode on GTA Online like shifted what I seek in a game. Cause like playing that story mode, it was one of the best story modes I have ever played in my life, dude. And I haven't played many. I'm not gonna lie to you, I haven't played many. But also, that motherfucker's been out a long time. I've probably played GTA 5 story mode over the entire time that it's been out, because I've played over multiple consoles. I've played over different consoles since it's been out. But, I've probably played it, and this is definitely nowhere close to most people who, like, probably love the game or play the game or, like, praise the game and how I am. I've probably played it like 9 times. There's probably people out there who have played it 50. Congrats. I'm not sitting in front of a screen like that, brother. I can't. Like, yes, the story is amazing. Oh my god, love it. Beautiful, love it. Great, great game. Oh my god, what the heck? Great. I'm not gonna do that repeatedly for like years. Sorry. Suck my ass. Anyway. What was I talking? How did I get there? What was I talking about? Do the rock eyebrow pretty good. I have to burp. I know I do. I'm just waiting for it to come out real quick. What was I even talking about though? I'm trying to look around my room like that's gonna help me figure out what I was talking about. After I said suck my ass, I pretty much forgot everything that I just said. Suck my ass. What was I talking about? Video games. But yeah, I play video games. I like video games. I occasionally play video games. I love watching people play video games more than anything. My current YouTube feed is a mix of many things. This might also tell you a little bit about who I am, my YouTube feed, because YouTube is constantly on my TV. I rarely watch Hulu or HBO or like, I'm not watching TV. I am on YouTube, brother. I am watching 20 to 30 minute long YouTube videos. So I'm getting the episode length of videos, but I'm not watching episodes, you know? So, to name a few, we'll start with the gamers since I was talking about gamers. I watch Vanos Gaming. I'm probably gonna list some people that other people wouldn't agree with, like, but they're gamers. It's kind of like comedians. They're like, they're comedians. I mean, like, you know, it's like, yeah, maybe they say a pretty edgy joke, but I mean, it's a joke, you know? And like, it's kind of in the same fashion with like gaming videos. Like, they're joking. They're playing in a fictional game and they're usually like talking as if they're in the game. Or sometimes, you know, they're just outright just saying awful things. And I get it. But anyway, I watch people like Vanos Gaming and all of Vanos Gaming and Associates. I'll just say all of that in a general spectrum, okay? Not you know who. Actually, there's a couple of you know who's in the group, I'm pretty sure. Anyway, I also watch Fitz, and like Swagger Souls and Smitty. Who else from that group do I watch? Not much else, I think. But I used to like watch like the Misfits videos and stuff like that. And or I'll still go back and watch them. Like I have a rotation of YouTube content that I go through. Like it depends on the time of year what type of YouTube content I go through. Like there's videos that I will watch every year. Chris Fleming's Company is Coming. I watched that. I watch the Gale series every single year, if not twice a year. I love Chris Fleming's so much. He is hilarious, dude. I love him. He's so funny, dude. Oh my gosh. Anyway, sorry, I've gotten so sidetracked. See, rabbit holes are crazy, dude. Once you fall down a rabbit hole, especially when you're zooted, you falling down it, brother. Okay, so I said Fitz. I'm sobering up a little bit, so I'm starting to remember what I was talking about. So I said Fitz and the Misfits. Fitz and the Misfits. I'm about to go off another rail. But yeah, there's like a rotation, and so I'm trying to think if there's any other like gamers besides those two kind of groups that I watch. I can't really think of any. Like I don't really watch Markiplier. I don't watch Jacksepticeye. I have nothing against them. I just don't watch them. They're just, I guess it's not necessarily their voices either. It's just, I started watching Van Austin Fitz when I was in like high school. So it's kind of like a comfort type of watch in a way. And like watching them throughout the years is just like comfort growing up with them, you know? So it's just kind of like a go-to. But then I also watch people like, I'm sorry, I don't know what is up in my throat. I am clearing my throat a lot in this episode, and this is the very first episode, and I'm so absolutely sorry. I feel awful. It's because of the bug juice, dude, I swear. If I didn't have this bug juice making my mouth, like, all, like sweet and, like, coated with, like, saliva, I'd be fine. But I wanted the bug juice. I wanted the bug juice for the episode. I wanted the bug juice to make an appearance. You know. But yeah, I watched like I just love how I just like go. But yeah, anyway. Dude. I also watched Curtis Connor and Danny Gonzalez, Drew Gooden. I'm sorry I messed up your name, man. You're probably never going to see this episode. But sorry I messed up your name. It's Drew Gooden. They're all like commentators. I also watch Ted Nivison. For the longest time thought it was Ted Nivision. Realized when someone said, I realized it was Ted Nivison and not Ted Nivision, and I was like, oh my god, it is Ted Nivison. Ted Nivision. Let's see. Like, literally, I have a Cold Ones episode on the TV right now. It's muted, but I have a Cold Ones episode on the TV right now. Because I watch them as well. Because I don't, you know, them Australian boys, something about a foreign man, you know? You give me someone with an accent, you give me someone with an English or an Australian accent. I was gonna add Italian in there, but then I was like, you know what? Nah. There's nothing against Italians. Oh my god, they're gorgeous. I saw Damiano David like at the end of November with my friend, with Cindy, my friend, and oh, that man is gorgeous. I can barely understand them, but that's the American in me, you know, that's the ignorant American in me. Being like, I can't understand you. You know, I have a little ignorant American in me. Just have a little ignorant American sitting on my shoulder. It's like, what? I don't know what you're saying. You're not from. That's probably a bad joke to make right now, but I'm from the South and I kind of think I can make that joke. So. Because I have a good Southern accent. Get out of here. Come on, brother. Okay. Well, this obviously isn't going to be like for children anyway, because I'm an adult. And I'm also you know? Yeah. Let me see if I can think of any yet. I go back and watch Jenna Marble. Like I just like literally just like seg. I hate my brain right now. Oh my lord. Okay. So I'm gonna go back to the YouTuber thing that I was talking about. I need to start doing that instead of just going. But yeah, like I thought he was moving around in the tank. It was just the reflection of the TV. My bad. Sorry. I had to take a break to look around. But yes, back to me talking about the YouTubers that I like. I'll go back to like watching Jenna Marbles and also like Simply Neological. I've gone back into watching them again, and like they'll probably like fade out, but then they'll come back in, you know? Like they'll be like, I'm also watching Smosh a lot. Dude, I love Smosh right now. I didn't like Smosh growing up. Or I didn't like really watch it at least. And like I went back recently and like looked at their older videos and I was like, I don't think I would have found this funny back then. Like their older stuff, like with Anthony and Ian, like when they were like young adults. I don't think I would have found that stuff funny. Not my type of humor. But like earlier stuff with like the Defy era with them, some of that stuff was okay. Some of the people I didn't like anyway. So it's just like, you know what? New Smosh. Upgraded Smosh, bro. That is like, I love Smosh right now. It's sick. I love it. Let me think. I'm sorry. I don't know what to talk about. Like, I literally have to talk for like 20 more minutes. And so I'm just trying to think of anything to talk about. Let me think. Maybe I'll just talk about some things that I know I'm going to talk about on this podcast. So I know at some point I will make a episode dedicated to talking about the band Sleep Token. I will also probably make an entire episode dedicated to just my music taste in general. Maybe that's like going through my liked songs on Spotify and just like writing down all the artists and like songs and stuff like that and figuring that out, you know, just talking about the type of music, the genres, whatever I may have, you know, lingering on my Spotify, which may be an embarrassing episode, but I'm willing to do it because it's who I am, brother. It's just me. I don't know why I'm saying brother a lot. I don't call anybody brother. But you my brother. You my brother. I'll probably make episodes also talking about maybe favorite art pieces, favorite artists, maybe even do like a favorite, because I do have a favorite YouTuber. I do have one. I have a favorite YouTuber. And maybe doing, oh, you know what would be awesome? I want to do a video where I plan out like the perfect festival in my head. But like maybe like obviously talk about it, you know? Like plan it out, but talk it out. Like literally like look up like the venue areas and be like, oh, I want it here. I want this many stages. I want this, like do the whole shabam, bro. And like make the set list for everyone that's performing. Think I won't do it. Think I won't do it. Think I won't do it because I will. See, another one that another episode I probably would do. I told my mom this earlier when I told her I was going to talk about this stuff. I told her, I was like, maybe I can make a whole episode about like my love for Princess Diana. I own 2 books on Princess Diana. What makes you think I know the ins and outs of Princess Diana? I don't, but I do love that woman. I do love that woman because she was a saint. And I wish I could have been alive while she was alive. Moment of silence. Okay. I didn't want to take too long of a moment of silence because this is a podcast. Like, I don't want to be like here for like ever, you know? Let me think. I'm trying to like look around my room because I know there's gonna be things in my room that will help me talk about like that'll help give me ideas of what to talk about because I can't think of words right now. I'll probably talk about like maybe favorite movies as well because I do have movies that I like and I do have shows that I like. I just don't watch them as much compared to YouTube. And maybe I'll also talk about like art projects I've done or art projects that I'm procrastinating on because they're not being worked on. I'm not going to say that I'm working on them because they're not being worked on. They're being procrastinated on. And there's a couple of them. There's a couple of them. And then also, I don't know, I just talk about anything that I'm going to like, that'll maybe come up, that I want to think of, that I want to like, just rant about. Maybe I'll come up. Maybe I'll come on here and like, have to bitch about a man, you know? I don't have a man in my life. Or a woman. I'm good, bro. But maybe I'll still come on here to bitch about one. Hey yo, cause people suck. Hey yo, cause people suck. Hey yo. Yeah. Also, I like Blue's Clues. Blue's Clues is sick. I actually have a tattoo. It was my first tattoo. It's Salt and Pepper from Blue's Clues. Very first tattoo. And another reason why I brought up Blue's Clues is because Blue is going to be the one ending all my episodes. I have a toy. That sounded very wrong. I'm so sorry. I have a Blue's Clues toy that's that I bought from one of my workplaces. It was Kohl's. I worked at Kohl's. It was in the toys. It was in the kids' toy section. I love Blue's Clues, so I bought a Blue's Clues toy. Okay. And it's a flashlight though. And when you hit the button on the flashlight to make the mouth go up, it makes noises. So Blue will be ending each episode, just so you know. She's got a couple different sounds, so once there's a pattern, you'll be able to know the next sound she makes. Unless I accidentally like drop her or like open her. But then I would probably like reset it just to be safe. I also don't know how often I'm going to be doing these episodes. I'm going to be burping here in a second. I'm going to be starting a job here soon. So I'm thinking maybe just sitting an hour a week at some point to just sit down and talk and do this little podcast thing just so I can get this out here, just so I can, because bro, I be yapping, okay? I'm not gonna lie to you. I be yapping. I be yapping. I be yapping. I be yapping. Y'all remember him? Y'all remember the lost kid? I saw him on TikTok live one day, and he was making some absolutely diabolical beat on his TikTok live on his keyboard, and I'm pretty sure I made a TikTok to it. I'm pretty sure I screen recorded it, and then I was like, this is the guy that was like, this is the guy in the Katy Perry video. Let's not even go there. What happened? What happened? What happened to her? Brittany. Dude, oh Lord. Oh gosh. Anyway. I'll be blushing. That's hilarious. Okay. Oh, jeez. Okay. So we're at 47 minutes here. All right. Let me think. But yeah, I'll be starting, like I was saying, I'll be starting a new job soon, so I don't know how often I'll be doing this, but I want to be trying to do it once a week, getting an episode out. Maybe once a week if I can. If not, just recording once a week and then maybe posting. I don't know why I couldn't record and then post, because I don't really see a point in editing a podcast, because you're just supposed to be talking, you know? And it's just me anyway. And yeah, sure, it may be explicit. I don't care. I'm an adult. I can do what I want because I'm an American citizen. And like many of us born in the United States of America, I have the freedom of speech. So I'm going to say whatever I want on this podcast because it's mine. And if you don't like it, you can suck it. Hey yo! That was me fixing my waistband on my pants for the audio listeners. Anyways, I'm gonna be saying that a lot, and also it's gonna be a lot of me rambling. It's going to be a lot of me not being able to finish sentences because I smoke, brother. I go to Funky Town, okay? And I be grooving, brother. I do though. Y'all remember Shark Tale? That movie slapped. What does he say? I want to hear his whole little speech. I want to do his whole little speech. Hold on. Shrimp from Shark Tale lines. Oh Lord. Oh my gosh, this is so long. Okay. My sister had a baby, and I took her over after she passed away, and the baby lost all its legs and arms, and now it's just a stump, but I take care of it with my wife, and and it's growing, and it's fairly happy. And it's difficult because I'm working a second shift at the factory to put food on the table, but all the love that I see in the little guy's face, it makes it worth it in the end. True story. Water heater turned on. Brother was begging for his life. For his little sister stump shrimp son. Can I get a hallelujah? I was raised Southern Baptist. I'm not religious at all. And I didn't really, I made fun of people's religion. But also, like, I'm not trying to make fun. Not in a mean-spirited way, at least. Because I've been to a black church. I've been to multiple black churches. There are black churches like that. There are definitely black churches like that. I'm not saying a stereotype. I'm saying something I visualized with my own eyeballs, brother. Because I'm half black, like I said at the beginning. So suck on those kahunas. Mic drop. I'll take me another sip of my bug juice real quick before we end out this episode. This first episode. I'm thinking of calling this podcast something along the lines of Kaylee's Stimming Time, because did I already mention this? I feel like I did now that I'm talking about it. But you ain't gotta get louder, brother. I hear you. You're on. We know you're working. Okay. But anyway, this is Kaylee's Stimming Time is hectic, okay? Kaylee's Stimming Time is never gonna have, well, maybe why does it keep like going quiet and then getting louder again? Like, can the water heater shut up for like once in its life? Can people stop using water in this house? The motherfucker is about to attack me. Okay. Kaylee's Stimming Time. Okay, something like that. I'm gonna workshop it, figure out what I really want to call it, and then we'll figure it out at some point. We'll solidify a name, and then that'll be that. I have an Instagram. I have a TikTok. I don't really use my TikTok. I don't really use my Instagram. I was about to say I'm about to burp, but it came out. There went another. Oh my god, I peeked out the mic so crazy. Let me see. There's gonna be, oh lord. Oh no, don't turn on. There's gonna be sound because I'm turning on my TikTok to figure out my TikTok. Turning on my TikTok. I'm 23. Why am I talking like I'm 40? I'm turning on the TikTok. I'm gonna go turn on the TikTok real quick. I'm so disassociated from social media. It's insane. Like, you would think someone my age is more, like, I'm not on the same shit other people are on. Nor am I on the social media as long as the other people my age. I hate being on my phone, for real. Like, after a certain point, I'm like, I'm bored. Like, I'm bored, dude. This sucks. This sucks, dude. Yeah. Okay. My TikTok is KMichelle311. 311 has nothing to do with anything with my life. I swear to God it doesn't. Not a damn thing, brother. But yeah. Can the water heater shut up? But I'll spell that out for you. KAYMICHELLE 311. My Instagram's different. None of them are the same. Because I don't want family creeping where they don't need me creeping. Because some of my family sucks balls. My Instagram is, I'm just gonna spell it out because there's no way to like say it without sounding stupid because it's not a word. So I'll spell it out for you. Starting now. KAYMD0313. That number also has nothing to do with my life. They're just I just like 3s and 1s and 0s. Logic. It's a logic thing. They're just the 301 randomized. And like I said, they mean nothing to me. They mean nothing to my life, brother. But anyway, follow me on my TikTok. Follow me on my Instagram. My Instagram is I guess a bit more personal. I don't really like post much on there. It's more of like maybe on my birthday, maybe a yearly post. I didn't do my yearly post there this year. And then on my TikTok, I occasionally post. I'll post when I dye my hair sometimes. Sometimes, what do I do on there? I don't know what I do on there. I guess lip sync to things like other people do. I don't know. Cause like I think I have like one skit on there that I did myself, and that's it. But like, I lip sync and do transitions of when I dye my hair, or like, I guess technically thirst trappy type things. But I'm about to punch my phone into another dimension. Anyway, but yeah, I don't know what necessarily I'm going to talk about in the next episode. I'm going to solidify a specific topic or general topic to talk about for the next episode. Just so I know where to stay, because this one was definitely a broad kind of episode, kind of like get to know me, hear me ramble about myself, or ramble in general, because I'm off the za, as the kids would say, as what youngins would say. Yeah, again, apologize if the audio is shit. That's just kind of probably gonna happen. I just picked whatever microphone I could find in our house, and I kind of ran with it, you know. And also sorry for the coughing. I don't know what's going on in my throat. I genuinely think it's the bug juice. But maybe it's not. Maybe I'm just getting sick or something. God, no. Please, God, no. No. But yes, like I was saying, I'll pick a specific topic before I do the next episode, so I can have something where I can look at it and be like, okay, this is the train of thought I at least need to stick to, or at least this general area of general thought. And then I'll also make some pinpoints for it so I can hit on those points, and also maybe deep dive just on those points a bit more. Maybe let my mind go on those rabbit holes on the pinpoints, you know? But we are at the 59-minute mark. So I would like to thank you for spending your hour listening to me, if you even did listen to this fully. My name is Kaylee. I've honestly, this was kind of fun. Kind of fun just to sit here and yap and yap to pretty much no one, but also feel like I'm talking to someone in a way. I think it's because I have the visual of me recording myself as well, and also I have a mirror on my desk sitting here where I'm sitting at. Because I don't have no fancy setup. I have a laptop recording this crap. I don't have like a PC or anything. This is just a quick little setup for a little podcast little thing. But yeah, my name's Kaylee. It's been an absolute pleasure talking to you guys. And I'm gonna get Blue here real quick. And we're gonna have her I always forget, is Blue a her or a him? Let me look. Cause I feel like people always said it was a her, but it's actually a him. Blue is a girl. Wait, that's what the AI says. Hold on. Okay, Blue is a girl. That's what the Blue's Clues wiki says. I'm gonna trust that. All right, we got Blue here. She's gonna close out the show for us. She's gonna close out the podcast. At the end of her sound, that's when we will end it. See you guys next time.